Eating Habits and Health as Related to Socioeconomic Status by Lola Heckman. Eating habits and health as related to socioeconomic status are mostly determined by education, occupation, and income, but those are suggested to be limited indicators in my research regarding healthy eating. Anyone can make a choice to eat unhealthy food, but not everyone can make a choice to eat healthy food based on socioeconomic status. It's my belief that where one lives in the United States is an important factor in one's ability to eat healthy. Less wealthy individuals tend to live in low-income areas that have little to no access to affordable, healthy food. Many times, their only options are fast food because it's cheaper than healthy options. Low-income communities don't provide access or walkability to grocery stores, and low-income workers often work long hours and don't have the time to travel to grocery stores and the flexibility to come home and prepare healthy meals. Low-income cities offer more fast food deserts, less grocery stores offering fresh vegetables, and less walkability to healthy markets and restaurants. College students are also a group often put in food deserts, but despite their economic status. Many freshmen are not allowed to use cars their first year, and their only food choices are those found on campus or nearby fast food chains. Many dorms don't have fridges or allow hot plates so students can cook their meals, even if healthy supermarkets are nearby. Although education, occupation, and income may determine where one can afford to live, many low-income states and towns in America continue to suffer from uncertain access to healthy food, in spite of education and occupation, as their communities are taken over by fast food restaurants. Without access to frequent quality, variety, and quantity of healthy food choices, the population will experience ongoing negative physical and mental health issues. Topic 1. Lack of access to affordable healthy food options. Lack of access to affordable healthy food options in low-income neighborhoods compared to high-income neighborhoods is a huge challenge to healthy eating. In many neighborhoods throughout America, it's impractical or impossible to get to a grocery store without driving or taking the bus. If you have a limited income and a limited time, this places healthy food options too far away. Struggling communities may not offer convenient public transportation, and even then, it requires paying a fee to travel long distances with limited time. Potential economic factors influencing these disparities may include neighborhood conditions, physical access to food, and lack of transportation. According to a food insecurity study completed by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, potential factors influencing these disparities may include neighborhood conditions, physical access to food, and lack of transportation. Neighborhood conditions may affect physical access to food. For example, people living in some urban areas, rural areas, and low-income neighborhoods may have limited access to full-service supermarkets or grocery stores. Predominantly Black and Hispanic neighborhoods may have fewer full-service supermarkets than predominantly white and non-Hispanic neighborhoods. Convenience stores may have higher food prices, lower quality foods, and less variety of foods than supermarkets or grocery stores. Access to healthy food is also affected by lack of transportation and long distances between residents and supermarkets or grocery stores. Residents are at a risk for food insecurity in neighborhoods where transportation options are limited. The travel distance to stores is greater and there are fewer supermarkets. Lack of access to public transportation or personal vehicle limits to access to food. Groups who may lack transportation to healthy food sources include those with chronic diseases or disabilities, residents of rural areas, and some racial/ethnicity groups. From the USDA of 2022. Topic 2. Food deserts. Food deserts are found throughout the U.S. and typically are places where it's impossible to find healthy food. The USDA defines a food desert as a tract with at least 500 people, or 33% of the population, living more than 1 mile urban areas or 10 miles rural areas from the nearest supermarket, supercenter, or large grocery store, from the USDA ERS.gov. Food deserts have limited or no access to healthy food like fruits, vegetables, local farms, or supermarkets, and aren't easily available to travel on foot. Living in a food desert leads to a variety of health issues like diabetes, obesity, weight-related diseases, and nutritional deficiencies. According to a 2010 study on disparities in access to healthy food in the United States, a review of food deserts literature, Health in Place, it said, increasingly, studies are focusing on the role the local food environment plays in residents' ability to purchase affordable, healthy, and nutritious foods. In a food desert, an area devoid of supermarket access to healthy food is limited. Environmental conditions have been extensively explored as contributing factors in promoting health disparities. It is widely accepted that racial/ethnic minority neighborhoods are disproportionately affected by increased rates of morbidity, mortality, and adverse health outcomes. These disparities are believed to be associated with factors including residential segregation, poverty, and neighborhood deprivation. Walker, Kane, Burke, 2010. Topic 3. Types of supermarkets and the high cost of food. If a low-income area does have a grocery store within walking distance, it's more likely to be a low-priced supermarket chain like Smart & Final or Food for Less. Many consumers who patronize low-priced supermarkets do have healthy food options available, but are more likely to have lower quality diets because the highly processed foods in bulk are cheaper than healthier whole food options. Studies show that education level was an important factor associated with healthy and adequate food choices. One study about socioeconomic, demographic, and lifestyle-related factors associated with unhealthy diets said, a potentially related avenue of research has suggested that consumers who patronize low-priced supermarkets are more likely to have lower quality diets and higher BMI. Yet, even within the same store, more educated households have been found to make healthier purchases. One contributing factor may be the prioritization of low cost, which may lead to preferences for certain supermarkets and also limit food choices within the store. As such, concerns about cost may be driving some of the association between supermarket price tier and healthiness of diet. Conversely, if individuals choose to patronize a particular supermarket for reasons other than price, for example, believing a store to offer a wider range of healthy products, this choice may still contribute to subsequent diet cost, given expenditure is a consequence of customers' product choices. Both choice of products within the store and choice of the store itself are likely to depend in part on the individual's motivations, e.g. price, health. Convenience. Martinez, Lacoba, Pardo Garcia, Amos Sauce, and Escribano Sotos, 2018. Topic 4. Food accessibility on college campuses. First-year college students across the U.S. are living in food deserts in spite of economic status. Many college campuses require freshmen to live in dorms and forfeit the use of cars in their first year. This severely limits access to healthy food options. Minority students who may already suffer from food insecurity are less likely to make healthy food choices. Nearby restaurants provide high-fat foods with limited healthy choices and are still expensive on a student budget. The cost of food has a major influence on eating choices, as healthy food is often more expensive and students generally have limited budgets. According to the University of Redlands study showing a problem with walkability, the University of Redlands, for example, has a high concentration of students with a significant problem with food accessibility. Students are heavily dependent upon the university's food offerings because there are no walkable options close to the campus. This is especially an issue for those who don't bring their cars to campus and therefore have minimal access to off-campus options. Sheldon, 2023. Colleges have a big influence in shaping knowledge and healthy eating choices of their students. And if they're going to limit students' ability to drive, then they need to provide healthy food choices and educate their incoming students about healthy options. In summary, this presentation discusses how eating habits and health are influenced by socioeconomic status, suggesting that factors like education, occupation, and income alone are insufficient indicators. Access to healthy food is often limited in low-income areas due to the lack of affordable options and proximity to grocery stores. This leads to a reliance on fast food, particularly for individuals with long work hours and limited time for meal preparation. Even college students, despite their economic status, face challenges accessing healthy food, especially if they lack transportation or cooking facilities. My presentation highlights the ongoing issue of food deserts in low-income communities and the negative impact on physical and mental health. Thank you!